love yourself before you love someone else. You gotta love yourself before you love somebody else. Okay. Hello, my loves. I pray that you all are doing well this afternoon, rising, evening, whenever you're seeing this message. I pray that it finds you exactly when you're in need of it. Okay, like, share, and subscribe. Of course, if you like the vibes, y'all already know what time it is. You gotta love yourself before you love somebody else. You gotta love yourself. So that's what Spirit is saying to somebody. When I say that message came through strong before I started y'all reading, because of the song Mary J. Blige, Love Yourself came on, and Blackstreet Joy is on. So I feel like a lot of you guys, the main focus right now is loving yourself. Okay, loving the skin that you're in, just falling in love with yourself. Because even before I started y'all reading and I started meditating on y'all energy to, see what Spirit would like y'all to know, what messages, for me to receive before I came up on here. A lot of you guys are needing to really make love to yourself. Okay. Some of you guys maybe lost the sensuality when it comes to, making love, even, not saying that you go out and make love with somebody else, but you can do this with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but be intentional. Like, I really want y'all to really get into y'all sensuality, okay? Because I feel like that will play a huge part in, you know, really, like, you gotta love yourself before you love somebody else. Okay, so some of y'all could be looking for love, wanting love, desiring love from other people, and it's like you gotta show up for you. You gotta love you before anybody else could, you know. So I feel like a lot of y'all are focused on this, or this spirit is one of y'all to focus on loving yourself, you know, because you the shit and you know it. And if you don't, you better know it. Okay, and it's just period. And it's just period. Period. Y'all feel so goofy right now. Y'all already know what time it is. You gotta love yourself before you love somebody else. Thank you so much. Is it Matilda? Oh, I love how you spell that. That is so pretty. Your name is pretty. Okay. Y'all know it's all love. It's all love. It's all love over here. Okay, ain't nobody asked you for that, Alex. Somebody spelled just like every other. Please, with your name is not unique at all. Sorry, so not sorry. Look, let me stop saying that, y'all. Coming over here throwing shade on my family. Period. Okay, we finna baby, you can't give me no bad news. You don't even have that type of authority. Okay, look, you kicked off. What news can you share now? Y'all, I got time today. I got time today. Security. Okay. You securing the bag. You securing you feel secure. Okay? It say be careful not to be drawn into a false sense of security. Security begins only when when trust has been established. Okay? So this is you learning how to be more secure in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not in nothing else, not a job, not even in a relationship. And yes, you can be secure in a relationship, but this is not all, like solely focusing your security within something outside of yourself. Your security comes from within. Thank you for subscribing. I want you to know something, because Matilda, I got a message for you. You stand out, baby. You don't fit in. You could be always like a target. You know what I'm saying? You can always be like a target, but it's something about your energy, it's something about your name, whatever it is about you, baby, you stand out. Don't try to fit in. Don't try to change who you are. Don't try to fit into nobody box. None of that shit. Cause something about you, you're gonna have a lot of people that love you. You're gonna have a lot of people that just don't like you. And it can be for no reason at all, baby. But let me tell you something. You stand out. You do. You really do. Thank y'all for the love and support. Hatred, I'm telling you. And a lot of the hatred can come from strangers, but more so people that you know. Okay, and this for all of y'all. Okay, because I feel like a lot of y'all that is drawn to my channel, y'all got a light up, y'all aura. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all not meant to fit in. Y'all different. Y'all do things differently. And I'm speaking to my soul tribe, my family, the people that resonate with me. Okay, because everybody is not for me, and I am not for everybody, and I understand that and understand that. But I do appreciate all of those of you who like, share, subscribe. Send my channel positive vibes, and I send it back to you tenfold, thousandfold, a millionfold. Okay. Okay. Regret, be here and now, and hatred. Somebody is regretting something here. Okay. Somebody is living in regret. This could be the way people treated you. Okay. Some people could be realizing like the way they treated you. You didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because we got to take out the trash and confidence. Okay, some of these people had to be removed out of your energy so you can become more confident, because certain people could have tried to pull you down or kick you while you was down. Yes, baby. Hot. Okay, go to the splash pad. Make sure you put your clothes on the side.
I just need the stuff.
You need the towel?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the
Where's
clothes.
Jaleel? Tell Jaleel he can go too.
Okay.
Huh?
And
You don't need the clothes. Just take your shirt off. I will be over there in a second. I'm not going to be on here all day. Okay, you're going to be strong. If it's hot, you'll dry. But yeah, it's like, some people can kind of hate on your confidence, could kind of hate on how secure you are within yourself. You don't need nobody. You come off like you don't need nobody, because you know that everything that you need is within you. And this is not to say that you're not ever going to need help, but God is going to send the people that is meant for you to help, and those that are meant to help you on your journey. You know what I'm saying? So this is this is really like y'all are learning to be more secure within yourselves. It's some type of level of confidence, or some type of inner knowing that you're gaining. Like you're no longer doubting yourself. You no longer, or this is the energy you need to be in. Don't doubt you. Okay? Don't doubt you. You can do it, and you can be whatever you set your mind to. Okay? You are the embodiment of anything that you desire. You know what I'm saying? It is already within you. So it's like an energy, also a focus on being more present. Okay. So a lot of y'all could have been through a lot. Okay. With this regret card, this could also, it say we all have a regret about something in life. To learn the lesson to learn is not to dwell on it. Okay, so don't dwell on your mistakes. Don't dwell on your shortcomings, your downfalls. Don't dwell on your insecurities. Don't dwell on the doubt. Don't dwell on the fear. If this is something that you're struggling with, acknowledge it, but know that it's an illusion. It is not true. It's lies. It's not truth. You know how it's not truth? Because you don't have peace with even, you know, um, with even that. You don't have no form of peace with you doubting or having fear or even allowing these things to stop you. That brings you no amount of peace. That's how you know it's not true. If you bothered by the lies of your mind, the things that you tell yourself, what you are not, what you are, whatever the case may be, it is a lie. Don't believe the lies of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So speak your truth. I'm telling y'all, pearls before swine. Some of y'all gonna have to Yeah. Some of y'all are really needing to grant yourself grace and be patient with yourself along this journey, because it's a process to declutter. It's a process to purge certain things out of your life. It's a process to purge even vices that you have. Some of y'all could have some form of addiction. And I was just listening to one of my girls, the spirit guide intuitions. I love her so much. She's so dope. Um but I be listening to her, because when I say, she be speaking some real shit, and it be bothering so many people, because her level of confidence in her own guide, her spirit guide, is just like, she's very confident in who she is and what she's speaking about. But she was saying, like, everything is an addiction, everything is a habit. We have a habit. We need water, we need food, we need certain things. We drink whatever it is we indulging in. It's not even about not doing certain things, but it's about not overindulging in those things, and that's a fact. So if you do have vices, or if you are struggling with some type of addiction, know that slowly but surely wing yourself off of the habit of doing this thing, or finding this thing as a necessity. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually relying on it or overindulging in certain things. Like, just be mindful of overindulging. And this is not to say you don't quit certain things that's bad for you. But this is your life. You have to be discerning. You know what's good and bad for you. We all grown here. You know what you need to release. Now, whether you choose to acknowledge it and actually take the initiative to do what you got to do on this journey to become a better version of yourself, release any habits that you know is no longer serving you, then that's your job to follow that, to know what it is for you. So I can't come up here and tell nobody what to do and how to do it, because I don't know y'all life. But this is just the simple fact of being aware of overindulging in certain things, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Too much of anything is not good for you, and that's anything. Okay, so look, it say, whether we admit it or not, we all have or have had habits that did not serve our greater good. Use that knowledge to become a better version of you. Telling y'all, this reading is so aligned, so aligned. Okay. Speak your truth. This is for somebody here. Speak your truth. Never be afraid to speak your truth. Stand strong, shape the ground you walk on, and never back down from your own morals and beliefs. Okay, we might not share the same beliefs. We might not share the same vision. We might not have the same morals or values. But a lot of people that come here is gonna resonate, with you know what I embody. You know what I'm saying? But also, a lot of things that I speak is going to be confirmation for something that you already know. So a lot of y'all is needing to really speak your truth, own your truth. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to your past, and I tell people this all the time, a lot of the times we feel shame because we were jealous at a point in time, because we felt like we were lacking something looking at somebody else's journey, or comparing our journeys to other people, or even being a sex addict or drug addict, whatever consists of your past, you being a thief or cheating, robbing, stealing, whatever your past is, you should not be ashamed of that. You should not be ashamed of nothing that was of your past. Own that shit. Yes, you did that, but you learned from it, and it made you become a better version of yourself. It's not gonna make you look bad by learning to own your past, learning to own that version of yourself that you've grown from. Can't nobody use your weaknesses against you if you already know these are things that I've already overcame. So it's nothing that can stop me but me. Not even nothing nobody can say. So can't nobody use nothing against me that I already have owned, that I've already have accepted, that I'm already aware that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I went through that. I know I did that. That's why anybody try to come up to me, use my past, baby, hey, it's gonna be a cold day in hell before you come and make me feel bad about any fucking thing that I did, because I did that shit. And if I was that person today, I probably would have snorted some cocaine, fucked your nigga, and slid and drug you all across this floor. Okay? Yes, because I've done shit like that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, can't nobody come to me telling me shit. Not about my past, baby. That's my past. I don't feel bad about a damn thing. Okay? So we have lost. Sometimes we must lose things and people to appreciate them and their value. Then other times we must lose to gain. I'm telling y'all, y'all could feel like y'all losing in life. Maybe y'all having to walk away from a lot of people, places, or things. Even an old version of yourself. But sometimes you have to lose in order to gain. And sometimes we must lose things to appreciate them. Y'all, I just went through a whole eviction, lost my home. I had lost my car. Not lost my car, but my car was literally in a shop, y'all. Y'all can see the scenery is different. I'm in a different car because my car was literally in a shop for 3 months. When I say I went through a season of losing everything, I ain't have a job, couldn't even get a job, couldn't even get an apartment because of my eviction, and it was just so much. But I feel like God had to remove all of that out of my life so that my value was not placed in materialistic things and that I can make room for new and for better. I was too comfortable where I was at. I wasn't thinking how I'm thinking now. So it's not like that situation or those things didn't serve their purpose. They serve their purpose. And that's what I want y'all to learn to do. Like, no matter what situation might arise, no matter what might happen to you, no matter what betrayals you might go through or things you might lose, people you might lose. Yes, it just makes you appreciate them or whatever it is you're losing. It makes you appreciate it more, but it also makes you appreciate life more. It makes you more grateful. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we feel entitled to these things. And this is why a lot of foreigners say that Americans are privileged and entitled. Because let's be real, we fucking are. All of these opportunities that we have, we don't take advantage of all these opportunities. We don't appreciate them as much as somebody that comes from a different background that don't have the opportunities that we have, that don't have the resources that we have. You know what I'm saying? So for anybody to get offended when it comes to stuff like that, it's about truth. It's about being aware. Like, and this is not to say every American is entitled and privileged, because you got some Americans that is very grateful and that know the opportunities that they have and they don't take advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? They make use with what they have. You know what I'm saying? They take advantage of them. They take advantage of the opportunities, but y'all know what I'm trying to say, because now I'm over talking. Okay, and then we have intuition and delay. Okay, so some of you guys could be experiencing some delays. Y'all, let me let y'all know something. This channel have I have had videos that went viral. You know what I'm saying? And I've gained a lot of followers, but I'm telling y'all, a lot of those followers that I've gained through being viral, now since I switched stuff up on my channel, they don't support my channel no more. That's why I don't care about going viral. I don't care about 1,000 people watching me. I want my channel to really grow. And if it has to grow 1 subscriber a day, 2 subscribers a day, I'm okay with that. Because I know that with my channel growing, it's growing with a clientele. It's quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? I want true supporters to come on here. I want people that's actually gonna take this knowledge and actually apply it to their life. And I want to actually change somebody's life. I don't want to be no one hit wonder. Well, one of my videos go viral and then nobody never hear from me again, because now I'm not getting the likes, the shares, the subscribes as much as I was when I was getting it. And now I just feel like, okay, maybe it's not meant for me, but that's not fucking true. You know what I'm saying? Good things, it takes time to build on that. The more you build on things, that's just like you get a lump sum of money. But the money you work hard for, you're going to appreciate that money because it took time for you to build on that. So you're going to appreciate it more than when it's just given to you. You're going to fuck that bag up. You're going to fumble the bag if you don't have the ability or the awareness or even the knowledge to even maintain what you're asking for. So that's just like me. A million subscribers, baby, I'm right where I need to be. I appreciate where I'm at. I'm appreciative of these two people that's in my chat right now. I am grateful. I'm not asking for more. And at first I used to pray for more, y'all. And a lot of the times we'll pray for things that we're not even able to maintain. We're not even ready for these things. So I just stopped praying. This is just me being real. I send my gratitude. I be grateful. I send my thanks to God, the universe, my spirit guides. I thank them all the time for guiding and protecting me on my journey. But that's all I do. I'm not asking for nothing that is not meant for me to have right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for, because a lot of the times we be asking for these things and we think it's good for us, when in reality it's not. Because if it was, we would have these things already. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's all about embodying the things that you want to align yourself with, embodying those things that you want to attract. You are the law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? You are the law that's being attracted. Okay, so if you asking for something that you not in alignment with, then baby, it's not gonna be received in a correct manner. You're gonna either abuse it. That's why when I was listening to a guy, yeah, challenge. You know what? And be realistic. We have to be real. We have to be really real with ourselves. Cause this is coming back to what I was just about to say, awaken. A lot of y'all are awakening. No mud, no lotus. Like, I'm not rebuking nothing bad, nigga. I need all of this shit. I'm embracing every fucking thing. I don't care. I'm not just embracing the things that we deem as good to our eye. Cause everything that look good is not always good for us. It's just like if you leave an inheritance to your children without instilling the knowledge and the value of long-term stability, wealth, without instilling that within them, you know, that can be detrimental to them. That wealth can harm them in some way, form, or fashion, because they don't know how to maintain that much. We haven't gave them the tools and the guidance and the knowledge, the wisdom that they needed to be able to even want to appreciate this, or even invest it, or even how to maintain it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was listening to this counselor, and I feel like this man, he really helped me along my journey. Like, as far as his videos was like counseling to me, and it was like everything that I needed to hear, because he was speaking on the situation, and we be like, a lot of the times we be like, well, God, in your timing, you know, it's in God's timing. And yes, it is. That is so true. But when you're asking for something, you have to know when is it the appropriate time, because a lot of the times we want to have something to blame, or we don't want to take accountability for where we are in our lives. We are where we are because of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to know when is it the appropriate time for certain things. It's not God's time, and it's on your time. So is it appropriate time for you to get $1 million right now? Can you manage $500 properly? Can you manage the little money that you do have already? You know what I'm saying? So is it the appropriate time for you to ask? Because if you want to increase in finances, you have to be real with yourself. Is it the appropriate time for you to have more money? You know what I'm saying? Meaning, how are you maintaining and managing the money that you already have? If you fumble in the little bag that you got, know that you will fumble $1 million too. I'm telling y'all, it's quality over quantity. Okay, so even when it comes to a relationship, you want a relationship. Is it the appropriate time for you to have a relationship? Do you have an identity outside relationships? Do you have your identity? Do you know who you are? Do you love yourself? Are you in a healthy relationship with yourself and God? Because yourself is God, because God is within you. So do you have a healthy relationship with yourself? Are you able to make certain sacrifices to become a better version of yourself? Because in relationships, know that you're going to have to make a sacrifice too as well. You're going to have to compromise your individual life to add another person into your life. And this is not saying to shape and mold your identity based off of nobody else, but just when that person come in, is this person for me, or is this person not for me? Because you're not going to be able to discern whether a person is for you, or if it's going to work. You're not going to be able to discern that if you're not even able to be aware of the relationship that you have with yourself, or even be aware with what it is that you like in your own individuality, or be aware with your own identity. You know what I'm saying? You're going to allow another person to come in and shape and mold your identity, and then when that person leave, you ain't going to know who the fuck you are. You ain't going to know what you like. You ain't going to know what you want. Now your life is going to consist off of heartbreak, because now a person that you shaped and molded your identity based off to fit into this person's lives, or them to fit in your life, You done shaped everything based off of this motherfucker. Now when this motherfucker leave, you are lost because you lost yourself in somebody else. That's why it's detrimental for you to get to know yourself, learn yourself, love yourself, have an identity before a person comes in, so that you don't be making sacrifices or be compromising yourself or your own individuality for the next person. Now, it's okay to compromise on certain things, like certain things that is not a deal breaker, because we all have deal breakers in relationships. Let's be real. You got things that you will tolerate and won't tolerate when you do get to learning yourself. But then it's like, okay, let's say if you want to get married, you don't want to have no more children. And this is for people that is, of course, old enough to have more kids. You don't want to have more children, but your significant other do. That's something that you're going to have to learn to compromise on. Okay, especially if this person don't have kids. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about knowing yourself, being aware. Okay, so be realistic with yourself, be real with yourself. Okay, don't believe the lies of your mind. Okay, when it comes to certain things, you know what you're ready for and you know what you're not ready for. you know you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm appreciating when God do send whoever he's send, whoever choose to leave my channel. I'm appreciative of that too, because it's like I can't accept the good without the bad, and then it's not even bad. I feel like who's meant for this channel is gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? They gonna rock and they gonna roll, and even if they need to pull their energy back from this channel, that's cool too, because I support everybody on this channel. And I want y'all to do what it is that's best for y'all. And if I'm not what's best for y'all, I want y'all to go find somebody that is. You know what I'm saying? I want people to be successful, whether they like me or not. Whether they rock with me or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of people, they got to stop impersonalizing other people's journey. If a person is choosing not to deal with you no more, not to talk to you no more, not to kick it with you no more, then it's not personal. This person is doing what's best for them, and I'm not saying, and you might not be what's best for them, because now I was finna lie. I'm not saying that you might not be what's best for them. Well, that's the case, and that's not necessarily a good or bad thing. It's just what it is. And a lot of people is not used to being honest with themselves. They're so used to believing in lies. They're used to believing in, and they rather go somewhere that around somebody that's gonna make them feel comfortable and that's gonna lie to them. So that's just life. That's people, period, overall. Okay. Okay, y'all, let's hop into the tarot. Okay. I feel like I just been on a rant. It's okay though, because I know somebody need these messages. I know somebody need them. Okay. Somebody is in desperate need of these messages. Not even in desperate need. You know what I'm saying? Not desperate. I don't want to track nobody that's desperate. Well, yeah, you desperate for knowledge and healing, and I wouldn't even say be desperate for that. Be desperate for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Know that you're exactly where you need to be. Know that even on your healing journey, it's a process. It's not something you can rush or force. You know what I'm saying? You'll know when you're ready for certain things, because they'll be presented to you without you even having to really look far or look really like go looking for it. This should have come to you. I'm telling y'all, just like these channel messages, the stuff that's how people are able to channel, because they're used to being in the energy of not going to go seek it so much. It's not a thought process. It's just effortless. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be open to, like, sitting and waiting for knowledge. Like, you got the people that pray and that want things now and that want to know it now and that want to force and rush everything. You got those people. But then you got the people that sit and meditate, wait for the answers, wait for the clarity, and then move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Which person do you want to be? You know what I'm saying? That's a choice that you got to be willing to make. But you got to trust the process, and you can't rush it, because true wealth takes time to build. It takes time. That shit don't happen overnight. You know, now although certain people get things at their own pace because certain people process things differently, but it's up to you to know you and how well you process things and what you need at this given moment in time, because what I need and what you need, it might not be the same. You know what I'm saying? You might be facing different challenges in your life right now than I am, you know. But look, y'all, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Something is about to like reach the material world. Something is actually coming to your physical reality. Like something is coming straight from the divine. Something is actually manifesting in your reality. Okay, so this is some type of manifestation actually happening in your physical reality. What's up, Bubba?
I want to get out of the splash pad, so I need to change my clothes.
Why you still have your shirt on?
No, I just took it off.
Okay.
So I put it back on.
Okay, go ahead, You want to go get your brother his? Is he in the splash pad?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be out there in a second. I'm almost done for real this time. I get to talking, y'all, and be like, my babies is getting so big though. I'm happy that I'm allowing them to be free and not hovering over my babies. I'm allowing them to be more free because it's making them more independent. You know what I'm saying? Oh Lord, and this boy got on somebody glasses and they stealing, and Lord, I don't know what to do. Somebody, Lord, I don't. But they make me so proud. Like they so self-sufficient and I love it. I love it because being a single mom is just really kind of like stressful sometimes because I got to do everything. I got to be watching over them and every move, and I couldn't work for a long time because of that. But now I feel like I'm able to work, but I still, of course, want my work to be. Oh shit, it's raining, y'all. I still got kids to think of. Damn it. Look at them. Look at them. I'm finna have to go in a minute though. Okay, so yeah, something is actually reaching your physical reality. Something is actually manifesting right before your eyes or something like that. This could be a relationship. We have the Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. That's like 11 of Pentacles. Okay, with the Ten of Cups. Wow, this is beautiful. With the Ten of Cups, I just seen the Two of Cups, and we have the this is the Two of Cups. I just seen the Lovers. Two of Cups. Okay, yeah. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. Somebody is like, now you're stepping back out. You know what I'm saying? You no longer hiding yourself. You no longer is shackled to your healing journey. You know what I'm saying? And this is a sense as, a lot of the times we get so focused on healing, we get so focused on doing what's right, we get so focused to where it paralyzes us to where we don't want to give nobody access, we don't want to come out, we don't want to meet new people. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are really needing to get out of that energy. You know what I'm saying? And this is not to say give any and everybody access to you, because a lot of the times when you're in isolation, your discernment is being strengthened. So when you do come out, you actually can be discerning as far as who and what you should give your time and energy to. So that's up to you to understand or overstand or whatever it is that you need and don't need. You know what I'm saying? So this is somebody that's actually coming out of a place of lack, or coming out of this is what you can expect. Okay, you can expect to come out of a place of lack or feeling like you're lacking in something. Okay, some of you guys could have certain limiting beliefs that is kind of holding you back. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now it's not. It's Be aware of whatever this is, but don't allow it to stop you or halt you on your journey. You know what I'm saying? Make the investments that you're needing to make into your healing journey, but you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep moving forward. Okay, and you got to take back control of your life. Okay, and you got to come out of this energy of always feeling betrayed or always victimizing yourself. allowing your traumas or your triggers or certain things to hold you back or to make excuses with these things. Use these things as crutches or to enable yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to take charge of your life. It's time to invest in the things that you want to invest into. Whatever it is for you, whether it's yourself, working out, eating healthy, going, saving, getting, making certain investments, doing whatever it is, like y'all are needing to take action on something. Take action on something. You intuitively know that you're coming into some type of union, or you intuitively know you're receiving some type of divine guidance or some type of support. But I also see two people coming together, a high priest and a high priestess. Okay, this is two powerful, powerful individuals, two people that are divinely guided and protected. Okay, you and this person could have a strong intuition. I feel like the person that you come into union with, both of y'all can have a strong intuition. Both of y'all can have the same morals and values too as well. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all are connected with the higher both of y'all are connected to your higher selves. Both of y'all know the voice of your higher selves. Okay? And that's just period. Okay, I see communication coming in. Okay, this could be from something or someone that you're committed to or gonna be committed to. Okay, so yeah, this is you coming out of a feeling of energy of feeling betrayed, allowing support to come in, allowing loved ones to come in and help support you, or whatever this is. This is receiving help, okay? Because at the end of the day, some of y'all are really healing. You really healing, okay? And sometimes healing, you know, like I said, sometimes we can overly be on a healing journey to where it kind of crutches us to not move forward, or to where we're afraid to make the wrong decisions in life. And this is not a time not to trust yourself, because you've healed enough to know what's for you and what's not for you. Because some of you guys could feel like still got stuff you need to heal from, and that's fine to know that. But I see love coming in, okay? And that's just period. Some of y'all are real live allowing love to come in. I feel like what you're going towards is going to be very fulfilling and healing to you. Okay, so it's okay to open up to certain things. It's okay to open up to certain people, because you have some people that are led on your journey to help you heal along your journey. This is true love and support that you're receiving and being open to. This is not you opening up to giving your pearls to swine. This is not you opening up to people that you don't feel safe or vulnerable, can't be vulnerable with. This is not that. This is not that type of situation. We have 222 on the phone and the number 77 here. That's so crazy, because my charger is at 77 and it's 77 degrees out here. My phone battery is on 77 and it's 77 degrees plus it's 222. This message is very significant for somebody. Somebody is really healing something within themselves, and you're going to be really happy with how much you've healed, because I feel like once you actually come into a relationship or come into these connections, you're going to realize how healed you are. Okay, you're going to realize how healed you are. Yeah, some of you guys, you're gaining your confidence back. Your strength is in your confidence. Baby, who glasses you got on? Y'all better no. Nope. Go put them glasses back. Where you go? Go put them glasses back. You and your brother. Not they stealing. I got to get up out of here, y'all. Okay. Ooh! We have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. Wow. You and somebody is going to balance each other out, or this is just balance coming in. Y'all know when to take charge. Y'all know when to take action. Y'all know when to sit still, when to love on yourself, when to nurture, when to be vulnerable. Like, y'all know how to move. You know how to move. Something is definitely being balanced out, but you're becoming the emperor. You know what I'm saying? You taking back control of your life. You know what I'm saying? You know nothing outside of you it controls you. You create the reality you see for yourself. We can't blame nobody for our life being the way it is. We got to take accountability for how our life is turning out or how it is. even the things that's transpiring. We got to stop trying to blame something. A lot of the times we be wanting to blame stuff from for happening. Like I got into a car crash and I wanted to blame so much outside of me. And something was just like, girl, shit happens. Stop trying to wrap your mind and blame stuff all the time. Take accountability for your life. You got into the car wreck because you came down this street at a time where you was, whether it was meant to be, it was meant to be because it happened. You know, you lived through it, you learned from it. So at the end of the day, just keep pushing. You know, we be ready to just find something in our lives, the things that's going bad or going wrong. We be just wanting to find something to actually blame something for our life going the way it is instead of taking accountability for how life is, for how our life is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we can't, like I said, I got into that car wreck. You can't control everything that's going to happen to you, but you still got to keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? You still got to create a reality for yourself that you love to live in. Meaning, even after the things that don't make us feel good, even after those things that happen, we got to still be accountable for our own lives. We can't allow certain things that transpire in our life to have that much power over us to where now we're depressed. Now we're paralyzed. Now we're stuck. Now we're stagnant. Now we don't trust ourselves. Now we don't trust other people. You know, now we just living in hell, in our own personal hells. That's not no life to live. Ace of Wands, this is a clean slate, a new beginning, a new passionate beginning too as well. Like I said yesterday, I made a video. Y'all can go on my community board and y'all can see my shorts, and I made a video. You know, you create your story. Your story is your creation. You don't like the story, you don't like how your life is, you don't like how the way you don't like how the way you perceive things make you feel bad, it don't make you feel good. Well, you have the ability to change your story. You've created that story in your head that's going wrong or whether it's going right. You created that story. You have the ability to change the story. And that's where, if you got to be delusional, you got to be delusional, because a lot of things that you want to embody, a lot of things that you manifest, you might not even feel worthy of it. But you got to know that you are. It have to be an inner knowing. I'm not saying the doubt not going to creep in. I'm not saying the lies of your minds is not going to creep in. It's still going to creep in, but you have a choice to give into those situations or give those situations power or even to believe those things. Empress, wow. And that's just fucking periods. I'm sorry, excuse my language, y'all, but this is real. The Empress and the Emperor. Know your worth, know your value, know the power that you hold. Know that you can manifest and create whatever reality that you see for yourself, whatever you set your mind to, whatever you put your heart into. Know that you have the abilities to manifest it, and it's not even everything. You're not going to be able to do everything. Sometimes you're going to have to take action, but also sometimes you're going to have to sit and attract those things, not chase those things. But when it's time to go get the bag, when it's time to take charge, when it's time to lead, when it's time to get shit done, you get in that masculine energy and you do what you got to do. But when it's time to sit still, when it's time to rest, when it's time to pamper, when it's time to love, when it's time to nurture, when it's time to attract, you sit in that feminine energy. You got to know which one to. Y'all, can y'all hear me? My bad. My phone just overheated. Okay, my phone just overheated. I know that when this actually posts, this live actually posts, it'll kind of redirect to where I'm at now. But yeah, some of y'all is real life balancing out the feminine and masculine energy within you. Okay. Yeah, my phone overheated, y'all, because my phone was in the sun, because I had it sitting on my dashboard. So my phone had overheated. That's why the phone just went out. And then I came back and the live wasn't there. And I'm like, oh, somebody don't want this message to get out. Oh yeah, nah, it wasn't you. It was me. It was me. My bad, y'all. But yes. Y'all are learning to balance the feminine and masculine energy within you. You learning to create a reality for yourself that you will love to live in, even when shit do go wrong, even when it don't go your way. You know what I'm saying? Trust and know that everything is happening the way it should. Learn what you need to learn from whatever you're going through. Learn who you need to learn from. Remove whatever it is you're needing to remove. Release whatever it is you're needing to release. And just go with the fucking flow, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And live your life how you see fit. Take back control of your own lives. Don't let people get in your ear. I'm telling y'all, y'all gonna have so many people try to tell y'all what's best for y'all. Try to tell y'all what's good for y'all, what's not good. There's gonna be a lot that's gonna try to distort your energy, but you got to know and feel what is true to you. Somebody else's truth is not gonna be your truth. Okay, but truth you do feel, and that's true. What's true for you might not be true for nobody else. What worked for them might not work for you. So you just gotta learn your truth, know your truth, and stand in that shit 10 toes. Okay, a lot of y'all that have mastered your divine feminine and masculine energy within is attracting somebody that's going. I'm telling y'all, it's they gonna be able to reciprocate the energy that you give. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come together with somebody that's actually aligned with you. Okay, so this is spiritual alignment. You aligning yourself to so much more. You aligning yourself because you now know that the law of attraction is embodiment, is alignment. You have to align yourself or embody the things that you want to attract. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a wife or a husband, how would you live like a wife and husband? And this is not to societal norms, but how do you see yourself as a wife and a husband? How do you see yourself? What would you be doing? You got to start doing those things now. You can't wait till you get a husband and be like, I'm going to do this and that, and you're not even doing these things in your daily life. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know what you're going to be doing is authentic because it's not what somebody else wants you to do. It's what you want to do or what you see yourself doing. That's how you shape your identity before you meet somebody else. Okay? So I love y'all. I love y'all. I really do. I pray and hope that you all heal and transform and become the best version of yourselves and go so hard for yourself each and every day. And take time out for rest. Rest is definitely necessary. Don't don't let society make you feel like rest is not necessary, that you gotta hustle and bustle, and if you're not always moving fast and the fast life and you always doing, that you're not accomplishing anything. When you feel inclined to go after certain things, take action. Don't be afraid to take action. But when you feel inclined to rest, give your body what you need, take care of yourself, pull back from people. You know what I'm saying? You do whatever it is that you feel guided to do. You got to start listening to yourself. The more you listen to yourself, the more you're going to be able to trust yourself. That's why a lot of us lack trust in relationships because we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust ourselves, and we can say we do when we don't because we don't know how to trust in relationships. We don't know how to not hear from a person and not jump down their throat or feel like, oh, maybe I did something because they're not talking to me today. Or maybe, like, you don't trust yourself. You're not gonna trust nobody else. That's why you always feel like it's somebody out to get you or somebody is intentionally doing something wrong to you. Don't nobody give a fuck about you that much, and this is something that I had to learn. Don't nobody give a fuck about you that much. This person is how they is because this is how they is. Because sometimes I can get in that energy. Well, why would they do that? And sometimes you do have people out here that try to provoke you, but they already struggling with issues. If you got to go out your way to make a motherfucking bother, then you got an issue. And that's personal. That ain't got shit to do with me. So I love y'all. It's all love. Y'all know what time it is. Like, share, and subscribe. Of course, if you like the vibes. And until next time, my loves. Bye.